Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything from the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, and I'm coming to you with another bug report. This bug report is about the desyncing of the internal structure with the external structure of my Retaliator in my hangar. I've actually experienced where the Retaliator internal frame and components would remain on my hangar deck, where the landing gear or the frame and all that would stay right there on the hangar deck, but the external surface, or the skin and the hull of the external portion of the Retaliator would be a second or separate entity, and it would move around glitching, and then it would eventually, and it constantly turns to the left for some reason, and then what it does is it kind of spins and then falls through the deck floor. And also, I've noticed that my internal structure with the landing gear and the body of the ship on the inside would kind of like every time I turn my back, it's kind of like that Doctor Who episode, where you turn your back, and when I turn around to see what it's doing, it's in a different location. It's like it's moving on its own, but only when you're not looking at it. Okay, so let me see if I can recreate this. Now, I do want to say that I have logged in with this new 1.3 Fox, and when I logged in the very first time, it did do it. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to film this video for you guys to show you, so maybe you guys can see what's going on and maybe figure out what's causing this. So I logged out, and then I had a wild hair, and I said, you know what, I'm going to delete my user folder. So I deleted my user folder, logged back in, and it didn't do it. Well, I only stayed in for about 3 or 4 minutes. Sometimes it takes longer than that for it to kick in, but it didn't do it. So then I said to myself, Mr. Everything, let's go ahead and log out, because it might not happen immediately after you delete your user folder. Maybe it takes 1 or 2 logins. So I logged out, and I'm logging back in to see if I can recreate it. And what usually happens is, after I walk around on the inside of the ship a little bit, and I just kind of tool around, visit different things. Oh yeah, the front, like there you go. I'll sprint a little bit, and I'll open some doors. This is not usually what causes it to happen. What actually causes it to happen, I believe, because I've done this like 3 or 4 times and it's happened to me, is when I almost always get in the cockpit, and yes, I'm broken in the cockpit. You'll notice that
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
I do like that. But no, it goes off to the right. You see how my arms and my legs? It's like I'm sitting sideways in the chair. That is one of the bugs. Or issues, I should say. And that exact same thing happens in the and now you can actually hear my footprints. I couldn't hear it earlier, right? Notice the sound? You didn't hear it until after I sat in the cockpit. What was the and then there's that, but who cares about that? It happens in the turrets also. When you get in the turrets, you sit sideways. But this side has been fixed, and I appreciate that. Okay, now when I go and try to open this back panel, which it allows me to do, it doesn't open. I just kind of turn around and get all clippy. That's when the ship starts to act up usually. See, now I'm turned back around. It looks like my arms are backwards, my head's backwards, my head's disappeared. I don't really know what's going on. That's part of the issue. Now, this is about when the ship starts acting like it's possessed. Okay, it's kind of stable. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Okay, I can't open the back panel anymore. It doesn't let me do that. It only allows me to open the door. That's like the door used is taking over. It doesn't allow me to even try to open that. And then I can open this one, which turns me around, and now my head's backwards, or yeah, my head's spun around for some reason, and now my body catches up to my head. I don't know what that's all about. It's really technically not the issue I'm trying to report here. What I'm trying to report is when the internal structure desyncs from the external structure, and it seems like I'm not recreating it. That's a success for you guys. So I appreciate that for sure. Okay, so let me get outside the ship. Oh, there it goes. What the heck's going on? My ship is gradually going off to the left. The external surface of the ship is separated from the internal structure of the ship, but it still seems to be dragging it off to the left. And it almost always goes, no, every time it always goes to the left. So I don't know if that's a key feature or something you need to know, but yeah, it does go to the left. And it always looks like it's banking to the left. I don't know if there's something on the Retaliator that's pushing it to the left. I don't know. That's up to you guys to figure that out. I'm just kind of showing you what it's doing. Eventually, yep, there it is. Eventually the hull will disappear and leave just the internal structure behind. And as you can see, the internal structure, the hallways that go from the engine room to I guess the entryway, it's all disappeared. Those halls and the side halls, you see how it's kind of coming in and out of focus. As I get closer, they will come into focus. Yeah, you see that? I mean, what's going on with that? The halls, it's there. The rooms are there. It's just maybe. I'm kind of just trying to show you. And I can see through the floor and everything. I can see through everything like there's no skin. But if I really wanted to like inspect the inside components of my ship, this would be like the perfect time to do it, you know? I could, now I wonder if I could operate this elevator. Okay, I can get on the elevator, that's good. I've never tried operating it though while I was here. Nope, it's been disconnected. So, yeah. Okay, so that's not operatable. But yeah, that little landing gear stays up, and the other landing gear is only propped up because I guess this landing gear is like on this ramp over here. So that's kind of cool. But, and oh yeah, okay. The turrets disappeared. The cockpit always disappears. The outer hull disappears. And then some of the rooms kind of phase in and out. Yeah, so I'm just basically just trying to give you a full look. And that is what happens. And sometimes it does happen while I'm still inside the ship. And when that happens, you can actually see, it feels like the ship is in, you know, but you can tell it's broken, you know. All right, so hopefully that helped you guys. If you need me to do anything else, if you need me to recreate this or attempt to click on anything or do anything, uh, let me know, because I'll be glad to try to help you guys out in any way I can. All right, well, thanks for coming out and checking out this issue, and I wish you all the luck, and I can't wait for the mini PU, and so get cracking. Catch you next time.